Hey Vaper, Stirfry here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the iJoy Diamond PD270 kit. Now it uses a 2700 batteries, has a Captain X3 tank on it. So let's take it downtown and investigate. So we have the iJoy Diamond PD270 kit. Now we get the little scratch and snip on this side. On the back we have a list of what comes included in the kit, which is basically a mod. And if you want to pause it here so you can read what comes in it, go ahead. Alright, let's open this up. I'm surprised that this is actually a cardboard box. Usually iJoy, sometimes they've been lately putting things in the wood boxes, such like this one with the fiber. This is what the iJoy Capo came in. And my iJoy Elite came in a box also similar to that. Really it's pressed cardboard, but it's just more of the wood feel to it. Alright, so we have the iJoy Diamond. Let's take a look at it here. In the box we have the mod, the iJoy Diamond. This one is in black. Parts kit, which has the O-rings, spare seal, 510 drip tip adapter, and you have a hex screw. You have the Captain X35 tank. You have a USB cable, spare coil, and inside the mod was your battery adapter. And this is so you can use two 18650s, or you leave it out if you're going to use a 2700s. In the back has a Diamond logo on the back. It says Diamond. Nice faceted back and front. Front you have your screen, your up and down buttons, the USB connector for your charging and for updating. Now most people always suggest that when you do your charging, do it on an external battery charger. Your 510 connector up top, and you know it's underneath, but there's a raised ring right here. Now I checked the 510 pin, and doesn't seem to be spring loaded. It may be, but it's got a really stiff spring in there, because I tried pressing down on it, and let's see. Yes, it is spring loaded. It's not much travel in that 510 pin connector. Also inside the box you have your instructions and you have your warranty card. Alright, let's put a couple batteries in there. I'll flip this open here. Oh, also forgot to note the venting holes on the bottom. Inside the battery slots you have positive, negative. This is A and this is B. This on your indicator is going to tell you A and B batteries, so you know which one is which. Negative top here, positive up top there. They're a little hard to see. Not that hard, but it would have been better if they had those a different color. So we're going to insert our 18650s. Again, remember, positive up 1B, negative up 1A. The spring loads at the top, so you can push it in. And we're going to put it together. And there we go. 5 clicks on and off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to power off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this is Diamond, version 1.2. Alright, menu. 3 presses. 1, 2, 3. And you have power for your wattage settings. Use your up and down to move through the menu. There's your TC, your temperature settings, which it goes nichrome, titanium, stainless steel, and you have your 2 memory slots. And let's just go to titanium. Let's go to nichrome, or nickel rather. Now down here, it's going to see your wattage up here. Down here is going to be your temperature settings, and as you adjust your up and down, you see your temperature is going to change. It bottoms out at 149 degrees Celsius. Tops off at 316. And then it flips over to Fahrenheit. It doesn't round robin automatically, it'll stop before it goes through again. You have to press the button again. And it only goes to Fahrenheit, which I could not seem to get it go from Fahrenheit to Celsius again. You go down. There we go. Alright. Okay. Next is our TCR settings. And that's how you set the TCR for 1 and TCR for 2. Alright. Button to go through them and exit, up or down arrow. Next, let's go into our settings, and that's basically your screen time. 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or 90-second timeout. I like to set it for 30 seconds. And then you can reset your puff counter. Alright, back in the power. Normal, hard, soft, or user settings. Now if you go into user settings, it has 6 points. You can actually set the wattage up and down. The wattage numbers are preset, so it's not like you can even them out, I don't think. And you just set them where you want them. You set the curve the way you want it. Push through the exit and exit. Alright? There we go. Now you notice there's no voltage setting, there's no current or amps, and no ohms because we don't have anything on top. It does keep track of your puff counter. It tells you what mode you're in, power, or it's user. So we're going to put it back into normal. Now this is normal. This timer just shows you how long your puff was. A and B batteries. And again, as I was saying, now if you notice this little ring, I'm going to point it out a few times, that when you put your tank or your atomizer on, it's going to keep your atomizer slightly raised and you'll see a gap. Let me put the tank on so you can see what I'm talking about. Threading feels real nice on this. See a little gap back there? It's hard to see. There you go. There's a slight gap in between the tank and the body, and that's because that ring is raised on there. Alright, the Capnex 35 tank. 810 drip tip, but it's the type that has the O-rings around it. So if you want to use 810, it can't be the Goon style, it has to have the O-rings around it. Slide this forward to fill. Your fill hole, little gasket down here. Replace that gasket. There's a screw on the inside that you take out, and the lid will come off. Air holes, the air control does not have a stopper on it. It goes all the way around. There's one on each side. So what happens on one side happens on the other. 510 is not very protruding, so you can't. I would not suggest using this tank on a hybrid, but you probably can. It's slightly protruding, but it's not adjustable, and you can't remove it. To take the tank apart, unscrew it. The glass comes off easily. O-ring up top, O-ring at bottom. Put that back on, and there's your coil. Now this coil is rated at, it's 0.4 ohms, and they say 60 to, is it 60 to 90? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, 60 to 90 watts. Taking to change it, so a few turns out. There's the base of it, the O-ring, 4 airflow control holes. And it's not a bad coil, it's a pretty good coil. The other coil that comes with this, I believe is a quad coil. And it's rated at 0.3, and it's rated between 60 to 100. Nope, excuse me, it's it says X3C2, so it's dual coil. It's just 2. I thought they were double coils. My mistake. Alright. Now this coil's already been primed, so we'll put it back together, and we're just going to fill it. The little arrow on the top tells you where to slide forward, and also says push on the side. Now for the juice, I'm using Melon Twist by Twist E-Liquids. It's Honeydew Melon Chew. This is a brand new flavor they just came out with. It's just recently released, and I have to tell you, the flavor is fantastic. I like all the Twist E-Liquids. Okay, I'm just going to fill this up. I'm going to take it up top, and we're going to fill this up, I'm going to come back, vape it, and I'll tell you what I think. Alright, so what do I think about it? I like it. It's a nice kit. It's an interesting design. You know, it's got nice weight to it. The top of it has a 510 center, so you can fit anything up to a 33mm tank or Addy on top of this. So that's pretty big. So for people like those big Addies, those big 30mm Addies, you can fit it right on there. It's not too tall. One thing I did notice is you don't see it, but there's a slight gap between the tank and the base. So it's a very, very slight gap. Well, not that slight, but you can see it. And if you look at the 510, it's like, I believe it's slightly raised. Yeah, it's got a slightly raised ring around the 510. I don't know if you can see that. So it's going to have a gap on any Addy you put on here. It's got a nice flavor. It's definitely a fingerprint magnet. It records every fingerprint, every touch on this thing it leaves. Nice clouds. The tank has a great flavor, a really good flavor. I like the fact that it comes with a 510 drip tip adapter, so you can put your own 510s in here. Your 810s, like I said, you're gonna have to find one that has O-rings around them. And even though that's not, it's pretty loose. You know, they slip off really easy. I haven't tried the other coil, but that's for another time. That's really good vapor. You have to excuse the noise. You probably hear the water running in the back. That's Vaper Bunny sitting there in the bathroom making noise. Don't shush me. Anyway. Anyway. All around, it's a nice mod. It's got a good price point. But it's kind of like, right now, again, because you have so many companies out there, it's a competition of mods. And this one is really simple. Real easy menu to get through. I like it. It's got a wide range of colors. Good price point. I believe it is updatable. It does have a charge port and update port. It comes with a USB cord. And you can use either 18650s or 2700s in it. All in all, it's a good mod. That's a really good mod. A good buy for your money. So there you have it. The iJoy Diamond PD270 kit. So this is Stirfry Vaper out. Vape strong, vape on.